Omo Biafra, if you are coming in now, please help us. I know town hall meeting in America now got on now. Yes, but we are very busy with work, so this little space, little time I have, wish to use it to do program. I want to attend to the Socio-political comment directed to Peter Obi. I want to respond to it. Before I respond to it, this is it from Arise TV.
Peoples of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, caused a frenzy at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday after his bail request was denied. Kanu has been in detention over alleged treasonable felony while reacting to the ruling. Kanu was visibly angry, accused the federal government of violating the Constitution and other international treaties following his forceful rendition to Nigeria. He also called the prosecution.
Okay, I think it's not this one. I think I am about this one.
Well, the first thing I have to say is that I said at the time, and this was what got me into serious trouble, because I felt that by making such statement, in fact, it was singled out. By making such a statement, I was trying to demoralize the federal side and actively promoting the Biafran cause. Where I said, and I wrote, I said, you cannot defeat Biafra. I said, and people thought I was merely talking.
Okay, this is where Soyinka was talking about Nigerian government being unable and will never be able to defeat Biafra because it is a just cause and the people who are in the forefront are not working as paid. They are doing it with their whole heart, unlike those of the Nigerian state. It's very logical who are working as paid people. So so that's not the video. Okay, since I can't see that, I think it's in the other phone. There, Wolo Soyinka was telling P2B that he's not, he should stop even warming up to context again 2027 because it's still a waste of time, that he's not capable of leading Nigeria. And the media people turned it the way they turned it, and so it was making round. So in that particular video, I don't know if I should go looking for it. Let me not distract myself with it. The Arise TV people were trying to analyze it and all that. Many other, if you check all the news outlets, they said, oh, Wole Soyinka said Peter Obi cannot, he's not competent, he's not competent, he cannot. Well, if they took it that way, but that's not exactly what Soyinka said. However, Soyinka was able to say that Peter Obi cannot rule Nigeria. It is one thing that all of us already know. So why they were making it to look as if it's something strange from Soyinka? Soyinka is getting very old. He's getting very old. So he is coming out to be, he's coming out these days pretty unlike him. He's coming out these days to, stand for whom he is. there, he said, how can Peter Obi be able to rule Nigeria? Of course, he cannot. Your people are already saying we are going. Even though Soyinka was coming out from that, yes, your people are going, your people are made up. They are going. So no block. Yoruba people will not want to give their vote to somebody that when they give him vote, it will be wasted. The Hausa people, the Fulani people, they always will want to give somebody when they give him the vote, because everybody wants to protect his own political interest. It's not about the masses, it's about the power brokers. Because in Nigeria, what Soyinka was saying, Soyinka was reading deep meaning. He was scooping from the wealth of Nigerian atmosphere, political atmosphere, where the only thing that matters is those people who broker power. So those people who broker power will say, I give you this, you give me this, I give you this. Now, being that if I give you this, Peter Obi, what will you and your own people give me? Of course, if Jonathan was going there, you will see a people who say they are Niger Delta militants. They will say, I am solidly behind you, because the power that flows from the barrel of guns matters. In every political discourse, there must be the check on way. So, to that effect, who is going to stand for Peter Obi if it comes to the, okay, this block, we are giving you president, we will protect it. Okay, what are you giving us? How will you protect it? What is coming to us? We are in this table now. Give us, this is to you, this is to you. You cannot discuss politics without interest. Of course, you would have defeated the goal, the original intention of politics. The real makeup of politics. It is surrounded around interest. So now you can see that Peter Obi told or being told by Soyinka that he is not capable of leading Nigeria. Soyinka is not out of context. Soyinka said Peter Obi cannot. He doesn't have what it takes. That instead he went around to build a people, because whatever his obedient people represent is what he represents. That maybe somebody expresses his opinion, now they begin to attack the person like a mad dog, and that doesn't say well for him. Since he has accepted to be a pretentious human being, whom in his Igbo land, there are many communities in Igbo land where they drink water from almost sewage. Go to Enugu State, Lock Udu have done expose, a lot of expose in different parts of Igbo land, where a lot of people are suffering. Peter Obi never went to any of those places to dig borehole. He wanted to go as far as north. That was the same way. He never wanted to mention that name, Nnamdi Kanu, in his mouth. And if you come to check, that was why the other man, formal, I think, what is his name? Said that that nobody should deceive himself. That the potential leader that exists in Southeast, South, is Nnamdi Kanu. Malami, I think that was Malami. Yes, that's Malami. Malami said the potential leader that the people of Southeast, South have is Nnamdi Kanu. It can never be taken away. Now, you can see that Peter Obi cannot assert himself in the square of politics. Good evening, Mother Labs. Thank you, my brother. We are doing it. Thank you. Now, Peter Obi can never assert himself in that square of relevance in the Southeast. And there is no how anybody who is a power broker will want to give you, for you to give him when he knows you cannot give him. And this same Peter Obi has refused it tomorrow, even when some Hausa leaders are beginning to talk in the favor of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Shehu Sani the other day was, Shehu Sani, a lot of you who are following up development of things, Shehu Sani said, there is no how the government of Nigeria can keep doing this. It's a mockery. It's a mockery of democracy. It's a mockery of the state of Nigeria itself. Keeping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because the more you keep him, the more the cause he's fighting keeps to, coming to fruition. Because he has already put up somebody that will act on his behalf. And the person is pushing very hard. And the more you keep, persecuting him and his race, the more they keep getting angry. And that fire, under a peaceful environment, a man who is impoverished will keep on managing to live under his condition. But when there is an extreme environment where he is really pushed, he will not remain, he cannot be comfortable being in certain environment. He will want to go, he wants to loosen himself from the bondage. That is the situation. Now, the more you keep intimidating and keep, because holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not just him alone. He himself is already used to the prison and the detention facilities. But it is the whole race, the whole of Biafran people that are slapped in the face. Because on Wednesday, Abba Kyari again is released. Is granted bail. I think second time they are granting him bail. I don't know why. Abba Kyari is granted. Let me see. I think I'm supposed to have that here. Abba Kyari. Oh. Yes, this is it. This is Abba Kyari. This is Abba Kyari. Look at it, Abba Kyari. All of you remember who this man is. Now, this is that same Nigerian police officer who was highly celebrated, who was used virtually by all South, South, and Northern politicians to carry out all kind of evil. All of you know this Abba Kyari was the celebrated Nigerian super cop who was a Yahoo man, assisting Yahoo people, assisting in money laundering. The same police officer, if you see his mansion, it was revealed during the Hush Puppy saga. This guy, the fleet of cars in his car garage, ordinary police officer, whose salary in his level is just 140,000 naira. The cars that are in his garage, throughout his years of service, only the alloyed rim in one of the G-guards, the alloyed rim, his salary all through the days of his service is not able to buy it. The alloyed rim alone in that car, all his years in active service, he cannot buy this, going by his salary. But this guy has a fleet of cars that can only be, owned by top business class, by industrialists. That is the kind of cars he is. Now, this is the same person found wanting in drug offenses used in navigating drugs, cocaine, heroin, and this is the same person that the government of Nigeria is granting bail. This is the same person that have helped in abuses, cybercrime, adding a lot of fraudsters. And American government insisted he must be brought. And the same Nigerian state sheltered him. And keep spending Nigerian taxpayers' money to lobby American law firms to come to drop the case. And as smart as America is, the money, you have the money. And the day will come, they will still revisit the case. That is it. A day will come, they will still revisit the case. Now, as if that is enough. Now, what did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu do? What was the case, the crime of Nnamdi Kanu, that all these people who are acting as your political leaders in Southeast, who are advising you now, who are telling you, oh, this Biafran thing, we are better. This one, anything that happens anywhere, even if you go to your toilet and jam the door against your hand, somebody they will say, oh, as if Biafra is not a human environment, we are social character, social life. It is a social behavior that there must be betrayal in every human society. There must be violence. There must be any kind of thing that you look as if that you are using to. There must be backstabbing, because it is a social behavior. Different people from different backgrounds, from different families, from different orientation, are, meeting together, interacting. But ability of the society to manage and put in control such things through the laws, through the policies of government, unlike the zoological arrangement you are having. The zoological arrangement you are having, that a people that are having a government that cannot be able to pay salaries of workers, those that their salaries are paid cannot be able to buy a bag of rice, even half bag of rice. And such governments have the audacity, without consulting the taxpayers, to lift 90 billion naira from the state coffers for frivolities. Because that 90 billion sounds big. The other day, the Ministry of Aviation, they said they were going to France, and you guess what? How many billions they said they are mapping out? The other day, the president himself, that wants you to say, "Oh, allow the port to breathe," was traveling the other day, going to one Asian country, UAE, and they said, "Oh, hey, we need to go with 1,400 and." 1,400 and something people, all of them lodged. A government where if we start to make lists, it's not I'm forgetting, the kind of laughable things that this kind of government, how do you want us to? A lot of us have traveled before coming back here. We have traveled around the world. We have seen how people organize their society. You cannot, after traveling, we are not those ndoshi. We're not like those ndoshi who are in the politics that have traveled around the world, and they are still doing everything to keep, in a family where you alone in your family, you are the only rich person, and you don't want to add the other people from the family, your brothers, your immediate brothers, your sisters, and your cousins. You don't want anybody to rise again. That family is still very poor. Honestly, that family can be true. It is better that you are just 200 million naira rich, and you have other members of the family who are, maybe you see this one, he is up to at least 60 million rich. This one, you can see he is 40 million naira rich. The other one, you have a family where it is better that you are just 200 million naira rich, and you have other members of a family who are well-to-do, than you being 50 trillion naira rich and it is only you that is rich. Because akuzono niro iro nekurana, and these people will travel all their lives and come back to join Nigerian politics to continue izuoshi. Are they not cost? They are cost. They are cost. If P2B wants, look at the other day, P2B was making revelations. Say, hey, this is the system. I know this one. That's why they did this one. They are doing this one. The Nigerian court is buying and selling. The Nigerian court. Oh, you know that Nigerian court is buying and selling. And some they are no man no so I know maybe IPOB. So I know maybe Biafran Freedom Quest. we're convinced Yandemadu to go and vote for that election. When our supreme leader already told us that there is no more need. The elections in Nigeria is as useless as anything. Because there is nothing election about it. It's just selection. Now, these people, this man you call P2B, knowing all these things that Nigerian judiciary is buying and selling, he is warming up again. Is that not wickedness? That guy knows that was why, sometimes there is one particular thing I don't like in our struggle. It's not a very big thing anyways. There is way we do things, some of us. Those who are enlightened don't do that. Some of us hate the way we hate Wazirike. Ralph Wazirike. We hate on him with so much. And the funny thing is that some of us who are hating on Wazirike with that too much passion, they have not had any. Wazirike did not even rob them. We worked with Wazirike that time when Nnamdi Kanu was. We worked with Ralph Wazirike. If anybody is supposed to be extremely angry with Wazirike, it should be us. Some of us are different and a lot of things. We worked with Ralph Wazirike. We were promised different things, and we are still, when Wazirike says something about P2B, that's why I'm bringing about one. With with a mirror. We don't throw the baby with the bath. Throw the water with the baby, sorry. There are still places you will consider someone. Ralph Wazirike. Yes, he misbehaved at the long run, but don't forget that yes, he, in his time, in that prime of his agitation days, he tried. At least he was the one that brought Biafra after the war back to the people. YouTube disclaimer: we are not encouraging violence here, okay? We are discussing and preferring solution on how we survive as a people and become better. So now, because we will deviate and still come back to our topic of discussion. P2B was never, according to Wazirike, ready for the election. No. P2B, as you see him, very quiet, calm voice, always smiling. It's not as you see him. The way you see him always smiling, calm, that man, P2B knows that the Nigerian judiciary is buying and selling, and he was busy giving the people hope, because everything happened the same time. He worked with the DOS. The DOS told him they are going to do it. Now the DOS barrister, Kanu White, did everything to make sure Nnamdi Kanu never surfaces. That a lot of people believe that Nnamdi Kanu has given up the ghost. He has died. Many people began to see there is no more hope. That's why till today they are fighting to see how they quench the light of Nnamdi Kanu. That is why their lawyer, who Nnamdi Kanu sacked, is still fighting, questioning Nnamdi Kanu's right to defend himself, to stand in the court and utter a word. Kanu White, you see Kanu White. Kanu White and all of them. That was why P2B told him to go and purchase form. Don't worry, go and purchase form. And everything was working for them. Then those people that the Fulani people that are working with the Nkana Boysina and Kuwait, in Chinas and one slave. Now they were popping him money from that side, and he himself, they were also getting from the other, they are claiming leadership. So anybody who wants to sympathize with Nnamdi Kanu still want to believe in that old way. It's passed through them to come to Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them don't know. It is just recently that a lot of them are beginning to know. That's why they are now crying. Oh, Chinas and one slave is crying. The Biafran people are no more giving fundraising. It's Simon Ekpa they are giving now. Yes, people will give the person their same result. And they put a cocoa every day. And they put other things. And they make many other things. And I put you well, you know, when they bring their money, the money, you see that all of them are confessing every day. Now, P2B knows all these things. That's why Wolo Soyinka said, "This man you see, it is a revelation." Some people don't know that. So Wolo Soyinka is back to help or to assist our Biafran struggle. That's what he has come to do. He wants to clear his tables. He wants to clear the bad days. He is getting close to there, to Anini. He wants to see how he amends his ways. Say this P2B you people are seeing, that man was planted in for distraction. He told you, oh, we're in the court. They went as far as coming to lie that Atezonopo was going to give them 500,000 cameras, CCTV here. Oh, Atezonopo is bringing this. Oh, these other people are bringing this. After all, at the end of the day, all of you now know that Atezonopo they were calling was totally against him. Because that one is a very big slave boy. Fulani slave boy. Very selfish. Now, you see that these guys, the P2B and his Ak Obi, how many days ago, Kenneth Okonkwo, Ashawo in a political party. He already left the Labour Party. Very selfish individuals. Honestly, it's a very handful of persons in that his obedient movement. The other man that is crying these days, what is that his name? He's crying these days, oh, I have denounced Nigeria. I have turned my Nigerian passport. In fact, I don't have anything. He agree, you know, go there. You cannot even stay 1 month. You will come. All of them want to, they saw P2B as the opportunity they want to ride on that horseback to come to the limelight of politics of Nigeria. P2B knows. He knows that there is nothing good about this country, that it has really rotted. Even him, before the election, the push, the greed in him never allowed him. Because even before the election, he was telling you that a vehicle whose engine is knocked, engineer Kugorako, he doesn't need, that vehicle doesn't need a good driver. Because the engineer Kugo, driver, what will the driver be doing? It is the P2B. Go and search so that you don't think we are doing blackmail here. No propaganda. Go and check. Like he will tell you, go and check. Go and check. Find out yourself. That's what he said. He said a vehicle whose engine, he was ascribing Nigeria to as a vehicle whose engine is knocked. That you don't need, even if you bring an angel as a president, it cannot move a vehicle whose engine is knocked. Engine Akugo or Okugo. That was P2B that sent that. I am telling you so that you will know that the guy, everything on him, all the deliberate. Fellow Biafrans, you are watching us tonight, please share this video. We are doing a very important program, important revelation. Please share this video. Like it. Please click on the like button if you are watching this. If you are an obedient person, you are watching me, please deal with the truth. That is the truth. P2B he knew up front what he was doing. It was clearly to distract Nnamdi Kanu's a vision, which is restoration of the services of Biafra. That was why, till today, that guy refused to mention that word, Nnamdi Kanu. He was running with P2B, with Atiku, with all these people were busy touching the issues of their people while they were still running. Oh, the other day, the other guy were defending P2B. Say why he didn't, he betrayed Soludo, not joining the APGA to go. He said, oh, if the APGA is, if he joined APGA now, they will say it is a Igbo party. Because which Igbo party? if the person that a lot of people they call, in fact, the name Obedient is built around him, because at that time a lot of our people feel that Nnamdi Kanu has died, because they feel that Nnamdi Kanu is no more, because the DOS helped the Fulani and Peter Obi to achieve that. That was why when Wazirike was saying this, Peter Obi was planted. A lot of you don't want to accept it. I'm talking to you, obedient people. Peter Obi you are seeing is not that angel you know. Even if you are lucky, that Peter Obi is not the person leading. However, I want to also make this mark. If you are suffering and there is somebody it's a situation of Ana Tagaro, Ana Afuyon, Ataga, you might not be very well provoked to look for that in Natagi Daro. But there is no way of subsidizing the pen, to ameliorating the pen. Now you will want to find, okay, whatever it is, you want to buy the thing and end that pen. That is our quest here. So that's why, don't think we are anti or hate 19. No. Why we don't want P2B is because we know that P2B is planted in. Let us face our challenge once and for all. It is better the Fulani and their brothers continue doing the work, so that with the pen we will fight our way through once and for all. So it will not be somebody coming to distract us. Assuming that he was serious about the president, now you give him. That means we will now come and pipe down low. Everybody will go. We will stop our struggle. So if tomorrow he goes now, they will now sack him or buy him, or second time he didn't return. Even if he returns second time, and after the 8 years he will go, then we continue our. Then tomorrow when we want to open our heart to talk of freedom, from every angle, because it is insincerity on our part. We cannot be Grinaka. If you are going for Gri, continue going for Gri. If you are going for Wa, continue going for Wa. If your two hands are trying to write, if your two hands, you want to copy notes, this hand is copying, this one is copying. None of them, you will not copy any of them well. That's the truth. Because the two tasks requires energy and concentration, commitment. That is the truth. And that's why we're telling you that Olu Soyinka was right. Peter Obi he cannot just be Nigerian president. He cannot be, because his people are more focused with freedom. And he is busy. The Fulani people have planted different people, even in the Labour Party too, and even assistant, so that we will all keep on revolving around this vicious circle, never to grow beyond it. That's what is happening. That is just the case. A distraction. Peter Obi is a distraction, a big one. A very big one at that. So if you have been faltering Wolo Soyinka, the professor, today you need to have a rethink. You need to have a rethink. Maybe much later I will play that video alone. I'll play that video alone. Thank you, fellow dear friends. Let me see if I have any supportive video. In the absence of that, then, like I made mention of Peter Oluwalemba, look at him. That's what Peter Oluwalemba has done to his people, his Enugu people. You see, Peter Oluwalemba, he has gone to tell the Fulani to come in. Whatever his people are talking is nonsense. It doesn't matter. So moving. After all, they will help him to continue being a governor. And probably after that, another thing. They are masters of politics, the Fulani. So they know how to, control everybody. But that is because we are a greedy people. We are greedy. Peter Oluwalemba, yes, you have rigged yourself in. Why do you now want to still go as far as compromising your people's safety, which is the primary function of a leader, protecting his citizens? Now, where do we go into that topic? No, I think I should round this one up and double. Fellow Biafrans who are listening, please, I want you to share it in all IPOB platforms. Share it. If you have any topic, I give some 1 or 2 minutes. Any response you can bring forward through the inbox. Let's hear your opinion. Are you saying that Soyinka is wrong, or are you saying that Peter Obi is right or is wrong? What are you standing for? What is your take? We're waiting. In the absence of any opinion, I think we have to draw the curtain here. Thank you very much, my viewers, my followers. You are a great people. Continue to support us, continue to share, continue to like, and onye weligwe kana aganihu na gozigi. Ise.